Anybody did this for free? Anybody? Free? Let me see it. Let me see the freeze. Let me see the freeze. Let me see them free 99s in the chat. Because for free, because in this day and age, 2025 family, what can you get for free in 2025? Anything? But I want you to think about since Sunday, since yesterday, today. You got Sunday, you got Monday at 8:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 8:30 p.m. What's for free? Are you understanding what we're talking about? The type of information that could change your life you were getting for free. Understand the type of room that you were in. Understand the type of community that you are in. Understand the type of mentors that you have been aligned to. Listen, none of this is by mistake, y'all. But if you could get this for free in the matter of 72 hours, could you imagine what 30 days or 3 months could do for you? I want y'all to put family in all caps in the chat. Just go ahead. I just want you to imagine where your life could be. See, I don't have to imagine that anymore because I knew. I seen Mogul on social media. Anybody else seen him on social media? Was you introduced to Big Mogul on social media? Okay, I didn't know him. I did not know him. I just knew that I had to do something different if I wanted my life to be different. I was at a sink or swim moment. I was tired of doing everything for everybody else but myself, and I was drowning. I was drowning, I was suffering, and I had to change my life. Am I speaking to anybody else out there? I had to make a decision. And when I promise you, I knew that it was him. Because when you got that God in you, when God is talking to you, you understand the alignment, and God will never lie to you. It started as a whisper, but I knew the alignment, and it said, him, just go with him. And even after one course with him, it still said, go with him. So even though I had no idea that I would ever be sitting in front of you with a mogul lifestyle sitting behind me, God knew. Go ahead and put God knew in the chat, y'all. Put God knew in the chat. But see, it all started from making a decision. You have to be the first part of the change. What did I tell y'all this morning? Anything you not changing, you choosing. And it's still Tuesday, y'all. It's still Tuesday. So are you choosing you? Are you going to choose you? Are you going to choose to stay in the same place you've been in? Or are you going to choose something different? Are you ready to choose to elevate your life? Are you ready to choose to have a community around you that's going to support you to your next level? Are you ready to choose mentors that is going to give you information for free that's going to help you change your life? Are you ready to choose you? Choose your family legacy. Are you ready? I know I was ready and it changed my life. I want you to join me. I'm super excited for every single bit of information that y'all got during this time. I'm super excited for everybody that filled out that application. And if you did not, please take the time out right now and choose you at this very moment. It's still Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Choose you at this very moment. Go fill out that application and stop playing with your right now. Not your future. Stop playing with your right now. Fill it out. You can never be in the game without filling out that application. I'm moving out the way, y'all. I love y'all to life. I'm super excited for y'all. But I need everybody to come off mute because we're going to do this right the first time. We're going to do this right now. Y'all ready to do this right? Are y'all ready to do it right? Let me see the word family in the chat. I love you more, Sarah. If you're really ready to do it right, put the word family in all caps in the chat because I am not bringing my mentor up here until y'all ready to do it right. Because I told you he's not just the big, but he's the absolute biggest. Let me see it. Let me see it. All right. I think I'm ready to unmute. Look, family in the background. I think they ready to do this the right way. I'm not seeing enough, but we're going to try this one more time. I need everybody to come off mute because you're doing this for you. You choosing you. You choosing your family. You choosing your legacy. You choosing all of that. You putting it all on the line right now. Let's go, y'all.
Yes,
Let me
let's go. Let's go.
go.
Come on,
Let's
let's go. Let's
go.
go.
Let's
Go.
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 Come on up in here.
Yay.
Bring them out.
Oh, see, she
Let's
is.
bring moguls.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get
Make it
it.
happen, make it
Come on
happen.
in.
Get
Let's go,
it.
let's go, let's go,
Come
let's
on.
let's
Go,
get it. Come on.
Mogo.
Let's go, let's get it.
Make it
Come on,
happen.
let's
Let's
go,
go,
let's get it.
man.
Beamers at 300 E's. A drug dealer's destiny is reaching a key. Everybody's looking.
They told us that we couldn't be millionaires. They told us that we couldn't make it out the hood.
I used to go every day to the shops. Tell your white people how
Everybody's looking for something.
They told us that we was gonna be dead or in jail. When I think about my legacy, I want it to be about impact. I want it to be about opportunity. I want it to be about energy. And when I talk about energy, I want people to have a spark when they're around me. I want them to see something in me that allows them to go out there and be who they need to be.
I've been in the business 9 years. Commercial real estate investor. See, most of us, we losing our own blessings because we want to get the whole pie. We want 100% of nothing.
I got business, credit, real estate.
Got some assets on the market from recession up to date. I got
Business, credit, real estate.
Yo, I need to become more effective in less time. If it takes you 30 years to do something, I need to do it in 5. I'm not trying to wait time 30, 40 years in to retire, get a pension, then go get a second job, and now work up. So for my 31st birthday, I put the work in. I did it the right way.
Now you get another chance, small. I don't hustle like that. I hustle like this.
Come on. Ha, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit. Think pink gators.
I don't want to be remembered for how much money I made. I want to be remembered for how many people I helped.
Like that, I'm back to the
I was able to acquire $140K on business funding.
They've opened so many more doors for me.
Here I am. I will be closing in December with rebranding the stores.
I am a co-owner, a partner in said storage facility.
This is what we doing. Cash flowing businesses. I thank you guys so much.
I defied the odds. I built a multi-million-dollar real estate empire before the age of 30. I'm no different than you. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's get it, let's get it. If you can hear me loud and clear, if you can see me, I need you to drop the mailbox emoji in the chat. If you can hear me clearly, and if you can see me, I need you to drop the mailbox emoji in the chat, y'all. I'm super excited. We are back for day 3. Just let me know now, did we deliver thus far? Let me know in the chat one word to describe what it's been like to be able to get this powerful information when it comes to building family wealth. We are on day 3. Let me know in the chat. They said, oh man, wow, wow, wow. Let me know. Let me know, what does it feel like to be able to get this powerful information over the last 3 days, because I'm going to take it up another level. So on day 1, we talked about being able to structure our family legacy meetings for success. We talked about overcoming objections. We talked about being able to put our family members on an operating agreement and strategically creating funding roadmaps. We talked about being able to show up as professionals. We talked about a lot of strategies when it comes to building family wealth, because we're not here to show you how to get a quick 20,000, y'all. And if you've been picking up anything we've been putting down, how much are we looking to help you make? How much are we looking to help you generate? Not a quick 20,000. Let me know in the chat. A quick what? Let me know in the chat. We are not, there we go. A quick 20 million is a different conversation. And on day 2, my brother, Mr. Brooklyn Business, he shut it down, y'all. I need you to type the plug in the chat. If y'all feel like he shut it down and he gave you that 1% information on how we need to bank for ourselves and be in control of our money, I need you to drop plug in the chat. And on day 3 today, I'm super excited because I'm going to talk about some investing strategies. Because at the end of the day, when we bring our families together and we have this vision, we have these big, bold goals, we need to make sure that when we get the money, we got to go invest it to get passive income. Am I right or am I right? Just let me know in the chat. See, going to get debt it could be the best thing in your life or it could be the worst thing in your life if you don't have a strategy. And I will be doing you a disservice to teach you how to go get the funding and talk about all these strategies, but not show you how to actually invest it to get passive income, invest it to get equity, to get net worth, and all of these cool things. I want to see y'all pens and y'all pads. I want to see y'all pens and y'all pads, man. Show me y'all pens and y'all pads, and let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going. I need y'all to put your cameras on as well because, again, the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. So let's see them faces. Okay, who we got? Who we got? My God, Art, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, bro? Max out more, I see you. That's what I'm talking about. Who else we got in here? Emily, what's up? Emily Gilda, how you doing? That's what I'm talking about. I want to see them faces. Shout out to Kana. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's put them cameras on. Let's make sure we show up because at the end of the day, we know in order for us to get to that next level, we got to show up in order to go up. All right, so get y'all pens and y'all pads. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to jump right to the whiteboard. I'm not going to waste no time. So those of you that's mailbox millionaires, you know when I get to the whiteboard, you know what you got to put in the chat, right? You know what you got to put in the chat, right? When it's time to get to the whiteboard, there we go. Teach Mogul, it's game time. It's game time, y'all. So we're gonna share this screen, and I need y'all to just let me know that y'all can see. Hold on, what's this going? There we go. Up my screen. There we go. Hold on 1 second. The technology trying to play with your boy. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, can y'all see that? Can y'all see my screen? Hold on, can y'all see? I don't think they can see my screen. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. Why are they not allowing me to share the screen, y'all? What's going on? Share my screen. And then I'm going to share. We not good. All right, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just gonna move this whiteboard up and we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna make it happen either way. So let me unshare this. Let's bring this whiteboard up. Let's bring this up. Here we go. All right, can y'all see this whiteboard? Can y'all see this whiteboard? Can y'all see that? Let me know in the chat. Put a one in the chat if y'all can see it. All right, perfect. So if y'all can see it, that's what's most important. I wanted to kind of share it another way, but we're going to empathize. We always show up. We make it happen by any means. So the first thing that we need to do is understand that there's levels to entrepreneurship. So I want to break down the 5 levels of entrepreneurship. All right. And this is super important because as the CEO of your last name, you need to understand the levels of entrepreneurship. So as you start breaking this stuff down with your family, they need to understand what the goals are and where we want to get to and how we're going to get there. So the first level of entrepreneurship is the employee. And this is where most of us start out at, and it's okay. It's okay. This is where most of us start out as the employee, which means we are working in someone else's business, right? That means that, we have this job and we are learning professionalism. We are learning the organizational structure. We're learning how business works. A lot of us are at 9-to-5 jobs and we don't have the right mindset. And that's why we're not getting the most from these 9-to-5 jobs. So we start out as an employee and then we get this big, bold, bright idea. And we say, hey, I want to go start this clothing line. I want to go actually sell products. Oh, I want to go start selling hair, weave, whatever it is you decide to do. You got this big, bold idea, and then you start an LLC and you become self-employed. Self-employed, all right? Now, the self-employed individual has an LLC, but they are the only person that's tied to that business, which means if you don't provide that service, you don't make money. You have nobody around you that's working for you to bring in more leads. If this is where you at right now, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if this is where you at right now. It's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to take steps. Most of us starting out with our LLCs, you may be a mechanic, right? A mechanic is self-employed because they have their own business, their own shop, but they actually do the work. You may have a barber, right, who has his own shop, but he's the one inside. So this is the next level of entrepreneurship, all right? Then we want to move on up. So after we start making some money, we building our skill set and we are testing the market. That's important for us to understand. I need everybody to type market in the chat. Everybody type market in the chat. Market, there we go. Before you go out there and spend a bunch of money, and before you go and take on a bunch of debt, you want to make sure that you test your product or service in the market to make sure that it's a proven concept. I see so many entrepreneurs fail because they go and put money behind an idea and spend all this and go into debt without really seeing what the market is telling us. We need to see what the market is telling us, and then we can adjust to it, make sure we perfect the service and the product. Then we add the money to it. Does that make sense? Then we add the money to it. Cool. So now we're going to take it up another level, and we're going to go from being self-employed to being the manager. What does this mean, Mogul? Well, if I am the manager, right, that means that I now have a small team, right? I may have, 2 to 3 people that I have on my team that's assisting me in this process. But you are still heavily attached to the success of the business. You can't go away on vacation. The minute that you go away on vacation, you stop making money. We're all my solopreneurs right now. Let me know if you could actually go on vacation and still make money. Can you take some days off and rely on your 2 or 3 team members to still keep the business going? Let me know. They said, hell no. Yeah, absolutely not. All right. But it's okay. But when you get to this manager phase, this is where you start to build what is called leadership skills. And this is why the leadership calls with Mindset Mogul is so important, because the way you're going to make money is through other people, which means you need to be able to help develop other individuals and have them adopt your beliefs, your vision, your goals, and then you share that with them, and that's how you're going to start building. All right? Let's move on. Let's move on, because I got a lot of game to give y'all. As we keep this train going and we level up, we go from being a manager to an actual business owner. See, just because you have an LLC, that doesn't mean you're a business owner. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you the exact truth. Just because you have an LLC, it doesn't mean you are a business owner. There's a lot of people that just have paperwork. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody that's got paperwork. They got an articles of organization. They got the EIN form, but they're not making no money. They're not promoting no products, no services, and they still stuck in the rat race. So again, I want to make this very clear. Just because you have your paperwork doesn't mean you're a business owner. The point in which you become a business owner is when you now have systems, y'all. Somebody let me know what systems stand for. What does system stand for? Let me know in the chat. What does system stand for? I'll tell you. System stands for saving yourself significant time, energy, and money. Saving yourself significant time, energy, and money. When you get systems in place, you're able to duplicate yourself, and now your business can work for you when you are not there. So as a business owner, this is when you get to the point where you can go on vacation. You can take some time off. Your business will still work for you without you being heavily attached to the day-to-day operations. This is where we want to get to. If y'all got that, put got it in the chat. If y'all got that, put got it in the chat. All right, this is where we want to get to. We want to implement systems. So I'll give you some examples. Some of the systems that you want to have, right? This is what I would encourage everybody to do. So one of the things that we teach you to do is start a funding agency where you assist other business owners with getting access to capital, and then you charge them a commission in between for being able to help them get access to capital. So some of the systems that we put in place is called a CRM. Who knows what a CRM is? Let me know in the chat. Who knows what a CRM is? What is a CRM? CRM. What is that? Thank you. There we go. Customer relationship manager tool. So one of the systems that we use Go High Level. That's one of the systems that we utilize. We also have another platform called Keep. That's KEAP. But as a business owner, you need a CRM where you can keep track of all of your leads, where you can actually communicate with your team. It's your back office, right? That's one system that you need to put in place. Another system that you need to put in place, you need to make sure that you have what is called KPIs, key performance indicators. This is how you track the success of your business. So everybody on your team should know what their actual targets are so that they can know it and see if they're meeting the expectations. A lot of business owners have people on their team that don't even know what success look like. So if I don't know what success look like, I may be doing a bare minimum and think that that's great. But unless you as the CEO and the business owner have systems in place to track this stuff, then you won't be able to get to that next level. All right? Somebody type next level in the chat. Somebody type next level in the chat. Cool. Cool. So then now we get here to be an entrepreneur. Now we get to the point where we're an entrepreneur. And the difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur is the entrepreneur now has a business that runs on its own, and now you have the capital that you make from that business to start something else. I want to make it clear. I know we talk about multiple streams of income, and I'm going to break down a lot of these strategies today, but so many entrepreneurs, they suffer from shiny object syndrome. Put me in the chat if you've ever suffered from shiny object syndrome where you're doing multiple things because it all looks good. I would advise you to stay focused on one thing. And focus stands for fulfilling obligations consistently until successful. Fulfilling obligations consistently until successful. So you focus on that one business, you scale that business. Once you start to hit the revenue goals that you set out for yourself, now you can invest and start something different. All right? Now, this is the game changer, y'all. Hope y'all ready for the game changer. Are y'all ready for the game changer? So this is going to be the highest level of entrepreneurship, and it's not even being an entrepreneur. Let me know in the chat, what do you think it could be? Let me know in the chat, what do you think the highest level of entrepreneurship can really be? Let me know in the chat. Let's see if somebody could probably get it. Shout out to Mamadou. Shout out to Mamadou. The investor. The investor. This is where we want to be. We want to be investors. And I'm going to share with you how and why. See, as an employee, again, you're tied to the business and you work for somebody else building their dreams. You're self-employed, you have your own business, but you really have a high-paying job. You don't have real freedom. And we're doing this for freedom, right? Somebody type freedom in the chat. We're not doing this to have a high-paying job. We get to the manager space, we get a little bit of freedom, but we're babysitting people and we can't really do too much. We just now have people that we got to babysit. And now we're developing a real business. Now, this is an okay spot to be as a business owner, but if we're talking about real wealth, we need to get to that point of being an investor where this is the difference between the investor and everyone else, all right? Let me share with you. The investor is the person that leverages other people's ideas. I want y'all to stick with me. Who's ever watched Shark Tank? Put a one in the chat if you ever watched Shark Tank. How do you think they made all these billions? Right? By leveraging other people's ideas. See, max out. You come up with the big bro idea that you've been thinking about doing and growing this travel agency and helping people all across the world. You've been up at night for the last 10 years thinking about this great thing that you finally figure out. And then me as the investor, I come to you, oh, this is a great idea. Oh, okay, cool. This is what I want to do. I want to help you grow your company, but I need 50% equity in this company. And what I'm going to do now is go over here and leverage other people's what? Money. Are y'all with me? So the investor leverages other people's money and other people's ideas to build wealth, which means no money out of their pocket at all. Even though they have a bunch of money, real wealth is not about money. Real wealth is about resources. Somebody type resources in the chat. Real wealth is about resources. It's not about money. So you want to get to this point of being an investor where you can get ownership in multiple businesses from other people doing the hard work, and then you go raise the money and you start what is called a private. I'm giving y'all some game, y'all. I hope y'all pick this up. I hope this don't go over your head. You start what is called a private equity fund. This is what I do literally in real time. And I'm following the path of the richest black man in America. So you can start a private equity fund, right? It may cost you maybe 15 to 20,000 to do this because you need to file the paperwork and get it done the right way. But what you're going to do is find other investors that have money in 401ks, that have money in their home, or just want to invest, or you have your family that I'll talk about sitting together with them, and you raise the capital. You can start an actual fund, raise the money, and then now you're able to take all the money that you raise from other people and then go invest with other business owners and actually leverage their ideas. Does this make sense? This is how we build wealth. Type me in the chat if you actually believe that you can execute on this, because 90% of the battle is truly believing that you deserve the right to be able to stand in front of an audience of people and say, hey, look, I can help you make more money. Hey, look, I can help you grow your business. Can I give y'all a little bit of game? Can I be real with y'all? So I'm the self-storage king for a reason, right? Because that's my thing, and I'm gonna get into self-storage shortly. But I want to break down the mindset and the framework around being an investor, because that's what we are as self-storage owners. We are truly investors, right? But self-storage is not the only business that I'm in. I have multiple businesses that I'm a part of. I have a virtual staffing agency. I'm not a part of the agency at all, but I am an owner and I actually run it, and I actually grow this company and have revenue that comes in, right? I'm also a part of a lot of your favorite entrepreneurs that you may not know. Well, if you ever, I'm just gonna put this like this. 9 times out of 10, if you ever see me speak at anybody's challenge, right, or virtual conference, right, most likely I am having some ownership or equity in whatever that project is happening, right? And I'm gonna tell you how it goes. Somebody else has the idea, right? But they don't have the systems and the money. So if you have the idea, I have the systems and the money, we bring it together, and now we're able to grow. So now I got equity in multiple businesses that I don't need to have my face attached, but the money still hits the bank account. Does this make sense? That's really how I do it all day long. And you can do the exact same thing because I'm giving you the full blueprint. All right. So if y'all got that, put got it in the chat. I'm about to move on to the next to the next set of information. I just want to make sure y'all take a screenshot and y'all got that. All right. Cool. So we want to be investors, right? That now we are investors. Somebody type investor in the chat. We are now changing our mindset and we are now investors. All right. So let's take it to the next level where we know how to go get capital because we talked about it. We know how to become great leaders. We understand banking and insurance, all these strategies that Mr. Brooklyn shared yesterday. Now it's time for us to execute. Somebody type execute in the chat. Somebody type execute in the chat. So what we want to do is go and buy already cash flowing businesses. That is our goal. And the truth is, this is the fastest way for you to build wealth. I don't care what anybody else tell you. I'm telling you exactly from my real experience. The worst thing you can do as a new entrepreneur or a striving entrepreneur that haven't made 6 figures or 7 figures yet in their business is continuously start something from scratch. I'm just being honest. Because when you start a business from scratch, and I want to talk directly to you, and if I'm talking to you, I want you to just type me in the chat. If you started a business from scratch with this great idea that you had, but you struggle with access to capital, you struggle with having the right systems because you don't know what you don't know. You're struggling with marketing your company because you don't even understand your target audience, your customer database. You don't understand the analytics around the business. And it's taking you a lot of time to figure it out. But while you're going on this journey to figure it out, you're losing a lot of money in the process. If I'm talking to you, just type me in the chat. There's a reason why this happens. And 90% of business owners fail because they are not able to withstand the time that it truly takes for you to bump your head and make the money, then lose the money and spend a bunch of money on advertising until you find your actual avatar, your customer, your ideal client. For you to go through all of the headaches of starting with this system. You know how many CRMs I done went through? I get on this CRM and this doesn't fit or work out. Now I gotta redo everything and get on this CRM. I set the website up and now I change it up and do this. Most people can't go that long to figure it out. But I'm gonna give you the shortcut, right? The shortcut is to buy a business that's already in motion, that's 10 years old or more, that already have systems in place, that is already making $5, $10, $15,000 a month, that somebody else already put the time in, that somebody else already have the marketing figured out. Why do I have to reinvent the wheel? So when I think about self-storage, for example, you have business owners that own these facilities for 10, 15, 20, 30 years that have a large waiting list of people that's waiting to get into these units because they're fully occupied. So now you already know your customer base. You don't have to figure it out. The systems are already in place because they've been running it for 20 years. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. Just add some new creative strategies, which I'm going to talk about. But what I want to share to you is what's the smartest thing to do? Try to figure something out that I don't know where I'm going, or get into something where somebody else already laid the path. Now, yes, I still have to have some level of expertise and understanding, but if I have risks involved, I'd rather go with the risk where it's already making money. Does that make sense? So, where do we find these cash flowing businesses? So I'm gonna give y'all a few challenges that I want y'all to do even after the Family Legacy Bootcamp, all right? The first thing that I want everybody to do is called the PayPal Challenge. It's called the PayPal Challenge. What does this mean, Mogul? Well, the PayPal Challenge is where we gotta be intentional. And when you are an investor, you pay attention to all your surroundings. Like, now that when I'm driving around, everything is, oh, look at that business. Oh, let me look at that opportunity. Oh, that's the sale. Like, everything I'm paying, it's like a different mindset that I have. Back in the day, I used to just walk past the store and never even think twice. So the PayPal Challenge is where you go through your PayPal, if you use PayPal, and every single week you just go and look and say, where did I send money to? What business did I send money to via PayPal? And you'd be surprised. How many of y'all actually probably have a lawn mowing company that you pay every single month or every other week to come and mow the lawn at your house or at your property or whatever, like whatever it may be? I know I have a lawn care company that come and mow all the properties in my house, and I PayPal or Venmo. But I'm like, damn, let me think. Let me see if I can have a conversation with this person, because if I done paid them $60 a week, you times that by 4, that's 6, 12, 18, 20, that's $240. All right, cool. Now times that by how many cuts are they doing per day versus how many customers they really have. Now I can do the numbers on how much their business is actually worth. Let me have a conversation and see if they're interested in selling. Does this make sense? So we want to just start thinking about where we are consuming first, where are we spending our money. You go to the dry cleaners to dry your suits or your dress, or get your suits and your dresses dry clean. Well, just have the conversation the next time you walk in there. It's that simple. I know, shout out to Tracy. I don't know if Tracy's on here right now, but I want to shout out Tracy because she actually just purchased a 51 unit salon suite. And she purchased this business through the ways that I'm telling you. She walked into a laundromat actually, and she was looking to actually buy the laundromat, just kind of walked in there randomly and said, hey, you looking to sell this laundromat? And he said, no, I'm actually not, but I have another business. Here go the address, go check it out. Next thing you know, she purchased this $1.4 million business that's bringing in over $20,000 a month net cash flow. Raised the money, brought in partners. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That's how it works. All right, cool. Let's keep it going. Not only do we have the PayPal challenge, what I would tell you to do is the 9 to 5er challenge. Let's go the 9 to 5er challenge. What does this mean, Mogul? What is the 9 to 5er challenge? Well, I would think about all the people that go to their 9 to 5 jobs. Think about the vendors that your 9 to 5 job have. For example, I used to work for Pepsi, right? And I worked there for 6 years. But I never really realized that when I would go to Pepsi, there was actually a cleaning company that came in overnight to clean the actual facility. And it was also another cleaning company that came in and cleaned the office. So you had a certain cleaning company that would clean the warehouse part of the building, and then you had another cleaning company that would come in and clean the office space, the corporate side, right? But think about it. Every time I walk into the office, that's a contract that this small mom and pop business has with $1 billion corporation. Imagine if you thought about approaching this company or that small mom and pop to figure out, hey, listen, are you looking to sell your business? Or matter of fact, let me take it a step further. You don't even have to actually buy the business outright. Do exactly what I just shared. Hey, look, I can help you grow this business. I just want to come in and get 50% equity. If you're making $20,000 a month right now, if I could help you make an additional maybe $50,000 a month, would you be okay with giving me 50% of that? Does that make sense? Let me ask you this question, right? If your business is making $20,000 a month and I came to you and said, hey, I'm going to help you take your business from $20,000 a month to $75,000 a month. Whatever that difference is, let's split 50. So you keep the 20 that you was always making, but anything we make over that, let's split it 50-50. This is how creative we need to be. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know. Are y'all picking up what we putting down? So those of you that have your 9 to 5 job and you go in there, think about, again, all of these vendors that are servicing your 9 to 5 job. So that's another way that you could actually start to get out there and find some businesses, all right? Another way that I'm going to tell you is called hustle for equity. Who knows what this is? Let me know in the chat if you know what hustle for equity means. Man. This right here, if y'all don't pick up nothing that I'm putting down, this is the way that you want to do it. And what does this mean? This is how you creatively are able to acquire a business without even putting any of your own money up, period. Like, I'm not even talking about credit cards. I'm literally saying no money at all, period. No creative financing at all. I'm going to tell you how. So let's say you have this self-storage business, right? And this is the owner right here who's super sad. This owner has this self-storage business, right? These are the units. Just kind of watch my hand, right? All right, whatever. These are the units. Let's say these are the units, right? And this self-storage owner is, struggling with maybe like health issues, right? This self-storage owner, just have some, they may be going through a divorce, some type of distress situation where they're not able to really focus on the business to make it money. So what you're going to do is say, hey, look, Mr. Seller, I'm not able to buy this business from you outright, but what I'm willing to do is, how about you assign the business over to me, right? And no money to start. So I want y'all to put no money in the chat. Put no money in the chat. You will literally have the owner assign the business to you, and now you'll be able to run this business and get it going. However, you're going to say, I need 30% equity in this deal if you're able to put that together for me. Or I need 50% equity in this deal if you're able to do this. Or you can say, I'm going to take over 100% of this, but we're going to have an agreement to where if I get this business to, let's just say we agree to get it to $1 million in value. When we get it to 1 million in value, I'll split that with you 50-50, pay you out, and then keep rolling. This is how creative you can get, but you have to understand the strategies. There's a lot of business owners out there right now that are struggling due to the cost of goods. Being that inflation is high, you're talking about tariffs, they cannot survive. You can go in there and creatively lay out different ways that you can come in here, take ownership, scale that business without having to put your own money up, still keep them involved, but you have to go through this process to understand the strategy. Somebody type strategy in the chat. Are y'all with me? This is what I want you to teach your family. This is what I want you to teach your family. So let's take it up one more notch. Let's take it up one more notch, family. One more notch, one more notch, one more notch. All right. So we going now that we know how to find these businesses, I want to talk about some financing strategies. And then we gonna break down a real example in real time. Put a 2 in the chat if you've been struggling with finding different ways to come up with the money. I just showed you like one way right here where you could just come in and get equity, hustle for equity. You could do what is called an earn out. It's a lot of different strategies, but I'm gonna give y'all some more practical things that you probably could go and implement. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all, and I hope y'all ready for this. It's about to give y'all some game. All right. So some of the ways that you could actually finance, obviously, most of you should know about the SBA 7A loan. So the SBA 7A loan is a small business loan, and they qualify you or finance you up to 90%. You only got to come to the table with 10%, which is amazing. It's no brainer. So somebody do some math. If you find a $500,000 business, how much you got to come to the table with? Let me know. If you find a $500,000 business, how much you got to come to the table with? Let me know in the chat. Thank you. $50,000. Thank you, Raven. Cool. Well, we know how to go get that, right? Let's keep rolling. So you could actually use for the HELOC. So a lot of you that have homes, let me know in the chat. Put me if you actually own a home right now and you got some value in your home, but you don't know what to do with it. Or you scared to go take it out. And you just sitting on this money saying, oh, my house is worth this. I got $300,000 of equity. I got news for you. That means nothing. It's all imaginary. Don't leave the money in the house. Go pull that money out and invest it into a cash flowing business that's going to make you some money. Now, some of you may be invested in crypto. Put a 1 in the chat if you are invested in crypto right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you're invested in crypto. So those of you that's invested in crypto, you probably know this already. And some of you that do not invest in crypto, well, you can actually borrow against your portfolio. You can borrow against your portfolio. So let's say you have $30,000 in crypto and you go and borrow 20,000 of it. It's still growing. That's not stopping your crypto from growing because you're borrowing from it. So now you actually are able to have that money still grow while you can take this 20 out to go invest.
We can't hear you, Mogul. Mogul, we can't hear you.
Still dying?
We can hear you now.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on real quick. I'm gonna get y'all right. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. Give me 1 second. I gotta get the mic went out on hold on. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, what's good? How we doing? You back?
Yep, all the way.
All right, say less. Say less. Appreciate you, Sonny. Appreciate you. Throw this on me real quick. All right, bet. So we back in action. So, I don't know, Sonny. What's the last thing I said? What's the last thing they heard me say?
You was right there at the stock portfolio, but I don't know what you were saying right there because I'm answering people in the chat and on my phone.
All right, so we good. All right, so we good. All right, so you could do the exact same thing, borrow from your stock portfolio if you have money in stocks, right? You can do this exact strategy as well with life insurance. So what Mr. Brooklyn Business was talking about yesterday, you can actually borrow from life insurance. Let me give y'all a game plan. Somebody type game plan in the chat. Let me break this down for y'all. All right. This is some powerful information. See, wealthy people do not spend money. I want to make sure you understand this.
We don't spend money, we move money. That's the difference. We don't spend money, we move money. That's the difference. All right? Now, this is how it's going to work. Let's say you have, who we got on here? Tonda, right? Let's say Tonda, right? You went out there and, you got $50,000, right? If you have $50,000, Tonda, let's say in your 401k, or you got this money saved up, or you got it from some credit cards, however, in case you was able to come up with the money, you got the $50,000, all right? Cool. This is the 50,000 right here. All right. So what you're gonna do, Tonda, you're gonna take this $50,000 and you're gonna go put it into a whole life policy. Right? Why do I want to put this in a whole life policy? Well, this whole life policy, if I put that $50,000 in there, it's gonna grow compounded interest, right? And that was gonna average out. But you're gonna be talking about anywhere from 6 to 10%. Right? Let's just meet in the middle and just say that it's averaging out that you're growing 8% interest on this money that's in here, right? So you're making money while it's in there, but what you're going to do now is go and get what is called a life equity line of credit. It's called life equity line of credit. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever heard of that. Put a 2 in the chat if you've never heard of a life equity line of credit. And this is not you borrowing from the policy. This is you going to another bank and you're going to say, hey, I have this policy. I got $50,000 cash value in it. I want to get a line of credit against this. So what they're going to do is just put a lien on your policy. So in the event that anything happens to you, they'll go get that money, but it's protected in your policy that's going to grow. So now I'm able to turn 50,000 into really 100,000 because I still got the money that was in my policy, plus I turned it into a line of credit. Let's keep moving the money. Somebody type, move the money, Vogel, move the money, move the money. So somebody said, do they charge interest? Yes, you're going to pay interest on this line of credit for whatever you use. So let's say the interest on this, or I don't know what it is now, but when I did this with my line of credit probably about a year ago, the interest on that was like 4%, 4.5%, something like that, something low. So the interest on it is lower than what you're actually making over. I mean, it's less than what you're getting over here. So you're still making money in between, right? But let me break it down even further. So let's keep it going. Let's move the money. Now that I got the 50,000 in a line of credit, I can take that same 50,000 and go put it into crypto. I put that 50,000 into crypto and crypto was growing. And now I go borrow against my crypto, go pull out another 50,000 while that's growing here. I'm just moving the same money around. I'm not doing nothing different. I'm moving the same money around. Let's say I take some money and I go put it into the market, into some stocks. Now you got this is going to be like a little risky. You got to know what you're doing, right? With crypto in the stock market, you got to know what you're doing because it's a volatile. It could be very, very great, but it can be very, very bad, right? So in this case, we talking as if you are expert, you got the right mentorship, and you know how to invest in crypto, you know how to invest in stocks. So now we're going to move the money here. This is going to grow again. Now I can borrow against this stock portfolio, and that is what I'm going to put another 50,000 into a cash flowing business. So let's do some numbers, family. Let's do some numbers. How many times did my money make me money with the same money? That sounds crazy, right? That sounds crazy. How many times did my money make me money with the same money? But let's do some math here, y'all. Right? So Tonda, you started out with $50,000. Cool. You put it into your whole life. That's one way you're making money. Cool. Now you went and got a line of credit against it, and then you threw it into crypto. That's a second way you're making money. Then you threw it into the stock market. That's a third way you're making money. And then you put it into a cash flowing business. So I done made my money work for me 4 times. Can I give y'all the key to wealth? The key to wealth is to have your money work harder for you than you work for it. The key to wealth is to have your money work harder for you than you work for it. But you need strategy. Somebody type strategy in the chat. And I'm giving y'all the blueprint here. This is what I do in real time. This is what I do in real time. So let's stop here at the cash flowing business, all right? So we know how to finance. And this is just a few ways. There's other ways. You got grants, right? You could actually go out there and get grant money to go out there and buy. You could do seller financing. You could do just so many different things. But I want to stop here at the cash flowing business, all right? So I want y'all to take a screenshot of that if you need that. Take a screenshot real quick before I move on. Take a screenshot before I move on. All right. Yes, my Mr. Brooklyn Business sets you up with the policies, right? Cool. Cool. So now that you stop here and you got this cash flowing business, so our money made us money 4 times, right? Let's keep count. I need y'all calculators. Get y'all pen and y'all pads. We want to do some numbers, all right? We want to do some numbers. We talking about investing. We about to do some numbers. So that's 4 times. So let's use this example. Let's say that cash flowing business that we purchased is a self-storage business. And I'm gonna actually use like this one. I'm gonna use this. I like to use this example in real time. So about 2 years ago, we purchased a self-storage business. In particular, it was 240 units, right? And we purchased it for $850,000. All right. So let's just keep that in mind. If I purchased this facility for $850,000, I utilized the SBA 7A loan. What was my down payment? Let me know in the chat. Thank you, Tonda. Thank you, Tonda. Now put me in the chat if you feel like you can get access to 85,000. Put me in the chat. There we go. And that $85,000, we were able to creatively pull that money together, right? So this is what I want to share with you. And I need somebody to type God is good. Somebody type God is good. And the reason why God is good, like for so many reasons, but he gave us the blueprint and made it very plain. We just overcomplicate and we overthink. I want y'all to go look up the scripture, Ecclesiastes 11:2. Ecclesiastes 11:2, it says, invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Ecclesiastes 11:2. All right, now stick with me. See, if we go and reread the scripture, and it says that invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land, it proves that God tells us to have multiple streams of income. Do we agree? Somebody type agree in the chat if we agree that it's ordained for us to be able to go out there and have multiple streams of income. And I want to ask you another question. Well, everything that we've heard online, what do they say about the average millionaire? How many streams of income do they have? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. 7. So if they say that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and when we look in the scriptures, it says that we should have 7 different ventures, then that I would take it as God wants all of us to be millionaires. Let me know if you would agree with that. We all deserve to be wealthy, to have the luxuries, to have all the great things that we deserve so that we can give back, so that we can help be able to fulfill our duties and our responsibilities. Y'all with me? I just want to make this very clear so we can understand that I'm not making this up. I just want to prove it to you. See, we just got it confused because, again, we make it more difficult than it needs to be. Having 7 different streams of income doesn't mean 7 different businesses. It just means 7 different streams from one business. Are y'all with me? Let's simplify. So I'm going to give you the 7 different streams that we make from the self-storage business and bring this full circle. Can I do that? Yes or no? Can I do that? All right, cool. So look, this is what we're going to do. 1, we make money by renting out the units. That's the first way. You buy a facility and you're going to rent out the units. Now, in this particular case, it's 240 units, and on average is about $100 a unit. So let's do some numbers, y'all. Hope y'all got your pen and your pad. Let's add it up. Let's go. Let's get it. Do 240 times 100. What's that? Let me know in the chat. was 240 times 100. Thank you, Tonda. She's a mathematician, mailbox millionaire. That's $24,000 a month. Somebody let me know if they good with buying a business that's going to bring them $24,000 a month revenue. This is not your net. But who's cool with that? Now let's times that by 12 because we need the annual income. So let's do 24,000 times 12. That should give us $288,000 a year. Let me know who's cool with buying a business and making $288,000 a year day one, like out the gate. Out the gate. I know. Listen. God damn it, I know. There we go. So now, not only do we make $288,000 a year rental income gross, we also make money through insurance, which means every time a customer rents out a unit, it's mandatory for them to be able to get insurance because we don't want to be responsible if there's a fire or a flood. You don't want to be responsible either. And we have different tiers of insurance. You could go for a lower premium, higher one, you choose. But on average, we're talking about for $2,000 coverage, you're talking about maybe $12 that they'll pay. All right, so let's just do some quick math. Let's just say we got 240 units, right? And each unit is paying $12 a month in insurance. Somebody do some math for me real quick. What's 240 times 12? Let's add it up. Let's go. Let's talk about the money, y'all. There we go. I need you. There we go. It's $2,880. So we're making $2,880 a month. Now we need to times that by 12 because we need the annual income. Let me know what's that? 34,560. Thank you. Now, we don't bring home the full 34,560 because we don't have an insurance company. I need somebody to type strategic partnership in the chat. It's about strategic partnerships. What does that mean? Well, we partner with the insurance company and we're able to offer the insurance services because we are the actual business, but we get paid 50% commissions. So I need somebody to do 50% of this 34,560. Let me know what that number is. Let's add it up, y'all. Let's get to it. Let me know what that number is. That's $17,280. This is what we're making every year passively, no fulfillment. I don't have an insurance company. All I do is offer insurance and I get paid $17,000 a year passive profit. Somebody type me in the chat if you cool with that. Let's just do some quick numbers, right? $17,000 a year. Let's divide that by 12. That is $1,400 a month. Who's cool with an extra $1,400 a month by not doing anything? That could cover some car notes, right? Depending on what car you got. That could take you on a trip or two, depending on how big your family is and what type of resort you want to be at. But who cool with that passive type of money? Cool. Let's keep rolling. So not only do we make money off of insurance, we also have customers that need transportation. So I don't want to run a transportation company. I don't have the capacity. I don't want to deal with the liability. Instead, we sign up for what is called the U-Haul Partnership Program, where U-Haul will come to our facility and do a survey, and they'll determine if we need trucks on that facility. And if we do, they'll place the trucks, and they'll give us an affiliate link that we tag to our website. So when a customer goes and rents out a unit, the next step is for them to pay an admin fee. The next step is for them to get the insurance. The next step that they can do is click to be able to go and get U-Haul or transportation services. If they click it, it's going to go to our affiliate link, but it's a U-Haul page. And now you actually rent your truck online, and when you pay, you get a confirmation email. In that confirmation email, you get a site map that shows you where your unit is, where the trucks are. You also get a gate code, so when you go to the facility, you punch the code in and you go to your lockbox and do a self-checkout. Nobody works our facilities. Everything is remote. Somebody type remote in the chat. We don't work our facilities. We do everything remote. And guess what? U-Haul does the entire process. We do nothing. U-Haul does the entire process, but guess what? This is about $30,000 a month, and we get paid 30% commissions on this. That's $9,000 a month. We want to times that by 12 to get the annual. That's $108,000 a year in passive profits, no fulfillment. Are you with me? Somebody type passive profits in the chat. Just by offering U-Haul services. I'm not done though. I'm not done. I hope y'all with me. I hope y'all can see this too. So let's keep rolling. Not only do we offer transportation, we offer moving services. But if you're picking up anything I'm putting down, do I want to run a moving company myself? You think I want to deal with more employees? Absolutely not. So again, strategic partnerships. I partner with the local moving company in the area and I say, hey, look, I'm going to refer you all of my business. But how much do I need? If you've been picking up what I'm putting down, y'all should already know. What do I want? What's my cut? I'm like Uncle Sam. I need mine. I need to tax them. Thank you, 30%. So now I refer all the customers that need moving services. And again, this is about $30,000 a month on average. We're getting 30% commissions. That's another 9,000 times about 12. That's $108,000 a year. Again, passive profits, no fulfillment. I need y'all to look at that. I need y'all to look at that. Are y'all with me? Let's keep rolling. I'm not done because, you know, in the scriptures it says invest in 7 ventures, right? And I got to prove to you that wealth is spiritual. Somebody type wealth is spiritual in the chat. Somebody type wealth is spiritual in the chat. Let's keep rolling. So not only that, right? We offer what is called retail services. So those that need locks, boxes, packing supplies, bubble wrap. Y'all ready for the game? Y'all ready for the game? Let me give y'all some game real quick. Let me see if I can show y'all something real quick, actually. I'm going to show y'all this exact facility. Let's show y'all. Let's see. Let me share my screen and show y'all. Let me share my screen and show y'all, right? So this exact facility, right? We're going to go type it in, right? And this is the site. And y'all can go check this out, right? But let me just show you how this process works. So let's say you go on this site and you want to rent out a unit, you go through your process. But if you want moving supplies, right here, you're going to click moving supplies. Right? Once you click moving supplies, you're going to click there. And guess what? All of the items that you need is right here. Boxes, locks, bubble wrap, you know, everything you need, tape, all of the cool stuff. And the great thing about this is when the customer goes on the site, they can pay directly and have it shipped directly to their house. Directly to their house. So we don't got to have you go to Walmart. You don't need to stop at Home Depot. We deliver it right to you for convenience. Somebody type convenience in the chat. Or we have it delivered to your unit and have our boots on the ground. Make sure that it's put inside your unit when you get there. Are y'all with me? So now we're making more money from the retail. But do I want to run a retail company? Do I want to deal with shipping and packing? And do I want to deal with the inventory? Do you, based upon what I'm sharing, do you think I want to do that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit of strategy, a little bit of hack real quick, right? So that website that I just shared with you is actually an Amazon affiliate. We just rebranded the domain and the front face so that can be consistent with our self-storage business. But that's an Amazon site, and we don't deal with any fulfillment. We just get paid commissions. Passive profits. Somebody type passive profits in the chat. Somebody type profits, passive profit. Like this is easily about $2,500. That's kind of our cut every single month. $2,500 on average. We're talking about 12 months out the year. So somebody put the number in the chat. What's 2,500 times 12? What's 2,500 times 12? Where my mathematicians at? Let me know. That's $30,000. There we go. Easy money, passive profits. I'm not done yet. Let's keep rolling. So now we need to get to the next stream of income, and we're going to do vending machines because guess what? As the customers are moving in and out of the facilities and they get hot, tired, thirsty, we do what is called an impulse purchase, which means if they see the machine, then their stomach start growling. Put me in the chat. As soon as you see a vending machine, I'm a little parched now. Now all of a sudden you want to drink. That's because you saw it. So that's what we do. So now I don't want to run the vending company. I want to be with my family. So I'm just going to partner with the local vending machine company and I have them put the machines on my facility and they're responsible for collecting the funds and refilling the machine, making sure the product is not expired, making sure there's no technical issues with the credit card reader or anything on the machine. But how much do I want? Let me know. If you've been picking up anything I'm putting down, how much do I want? What's my cut? 30%. I need mines. I need mines ASAP. So let's go. This is another maybe $2,000 a month. Times that by 30%. Y'all do the math. What's our cut? What's our cut every single month? Let's do the math, y'all. Let's do the math, y'all. That's $600. Let's times that by 12 so we can get the annual income. What's that by 12? Let's get it, Jamal. Alex, there we go. That's $7,200 passive profit. Somebody type me in the chat if you cool with that. Somebody type me in the chat. So that's 6, right? I got one more to give you. And that's parking. So a lot of times you have customers that need to park their vehicles because they don't have no space at their house, and we'll charge for parking. This also another maybe $2,000 a month, right? We're gonna times that by 12. You're talking about another $24,000 a year passive profits through parking. Passive profits. Are y'all with me? I want to show y'all one more thing. Y'all getting some games so far? I want to show y'all one more thing if I have the time. Can I get about maybe 10 more minutes of y'all time? Let me know. Can I get about 10 more minutes of y'all time? So let's do this. Let's do this. Right? Let's see. Let's see. All right, cool. Can I show y'all something really quick? Let me share my screen. I can show y'all. So what you need? Are we good? All right. So look. So this is another facility. And shout out to all our mailbox millionaires. I partner with my mentee. That's the difference, right? So this just cherry tree storage that I just shared. We actually have self-storage owners and partners in our mentorship right now that get paid dividends every single quarter. They get ownership, all that cool stuff. This is another one that we purchased together. But I want to just kind of show y'all something really, really quick if I can get to it. Actually, I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna do, let's do this. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. All right, perfect. So let's do this. There we go. All right, cool. So let's look at this, right? So this facility, right? I like this facility is 111 units. And we purchased this through seller financing, which means we didn't even go through a bank. Purchase price $450,000. We came to the table with $200,000, and this is a full project. It's gonna take us about 3 years to really get it to the value that we're looking for. But this is what I want y'all to look at, right? This facility comes with this building, which is at the top. You have an apartment. This is a 1-bedroom apartment. And part of our budget is to turn this 1-bedroom apartment into a co-working space. So now we're gonna actually make more money by turning it into a co-working space. But even bigger than that, down here is an actual office. And because we do everything remote, we have this space that's available with a prior owner utilized this as his office, right? Well, we're gonna turn this into a mailbox store. So when you think about FedEx, you think about UPS, right? Where you do packing, shipping, printing, notary services, virtual address, physical PO box. We're gonna do that, which is gonna bring in another maybe $10,000 to $12,000 a month. Are y'all with me? Just let me know if y'all with me. So how many streams of income is that? I lost count. I don't lost count. I really don't lost count, y'all. How many streams of income is that? I really don't lost count at this point. Somebody let me know. Let's go back and do the math, right? So if we talking about the original $50,000 that we utilized and we put it in our whole life and we borrowed against it, threw it in crypto, that was 4 times. And then now we want to go add how many? Another 7 times and really 8, 9, because I just showed you that. So let's add this up. We're talking about We're making our money work for us about 12, 13, 14 times. So when I say the wealth secret is to make your money work harder for you than you work for it, this is how it works. This is how it works. And let's add this up, y'all. And we're going to bring this to a close. Let's add this all up. What I need you to do is add the $24,000 that we make from parking every year, add the $288 that we make in rent, add the $17,280 from the insurance payout, add the $108 that we make from the transportation, add another $108 that we make from moving, add the $30,000 that we make from retail, and the $7,200 that we make from vending. Can somebody add that up? Put that number in the chat. I done lost count. Y'all done got stressed. Y'all said, all right, God damn it, this is too much. Sarah got it. Sarah got it. She said, if you add them, Sarah is a mathematician. So let's not even add the mailbox right now. Let's just keep it the way it is. So that's $582,000 a year. Somebody type me in the chat if you cool with buying a business that's going to bring in $582,000 a year. This is going to be our gross. Now, this is not what we take home. We need to have our expenses. And this is the thing I love about self-storage. It's typically about a 30 to 40% expense ratio, which means about 30 to 40% of your revenue from renting the facility is going to be expenses, because it costs me nothing extra to do insurance. It costs me nothing extra to add U-Haul. It costs me nothing extra to add Amazon or the affiliate for the retail. Because it's an affiliate, it costs me nothing. I'm not operating it. Does that make sense? So it's just all profit. So we really want to just do 40% of the 288,000. So somebody get me that number. What's 40% of 288,000, which is the actual rental gross income? What is that? What's that number? Tonda, mathematician. There we go, Tonda. Let's go. Look, that's $115,000 a year that's going to cost us to actually run this. So let's get to our net number. So I need y'all to minus. Let's do 582,000, and we're going to minus 115,000 from that. That should be $467,000 net cash flow. Net. After your expenses are paid. Let me know if you cool with buying one self-storage business and making this type of money. Now, all it takes is one. You don't need 10 houses, I'm telling you. So it may take you a year. I'm not telling you this is going to happen in 30 days. I'll be lying to you. This may take you 2 years. It may take you 3 years to actually get the facility, grow the facility, build with the relationship with the vendors, and get it to this point. But God damn it, how many of us been working at our day job for 15, 20, 30 years and still not making $400,000 in our sleep? We not even making half of that, and we on our feet. Can I just talk to y'all? How many of us are making this and we still on our feet? And this is the bigger piece. We are investors, right? We are investors. So what we want to do is take this net operating income number, right? That's your net number. We're going to divide that by what is called the cap rate. The cap rate is the rate in which you pay off the full purchase of the facility. I don't have time to go into that full detail, but on average, let's just say this is a 10% cap rate. So I need y'all to do some math. Tonda, Sarah, where y'all at? What's 467,000 divided by 10%? And don't forget the percentage, y'all, please. Don't forget the percentage. What's that number? What's that number? The percentage. Don't forget the percentage. 467,000 divided by 10%. Where my mathematicians at? Where's my mathematician? Thank you, Sonny. Thank you. That's 4.6 million. I'm going to just round it there. This will be the value of this business when everything is executed on. So if you mean to tell me that I can go buy an $850,000 business with as little as $85,000 down that I can creatively utilize and grow this business to 4.6 million in 3 years, 4 years the worst, but I'm making $400,000+ in cash flow every year on the way, and then I can take this 4.6 million and now do what is called a cash out refinance so I can pull 75% out tax free. That's 3.5 million that I can pull out tax free to go and repeat the process. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? This is how wealth is built. But we have to be willing to go through the.
You went out again, mogul. But we with you. Ain't going nowhere.
Let's see.
We can hear you now.
All right, what about now? What about now?
Yep, loud and clear.
Wait, do I sound far away though?
No.
All right, I'm gonna just leave it this way because the other mic keep going out. As long as I don't sound far away, that's all that matters. So cool. This is the blueprint to building wealth. Elon Musk. Do you know how he built this wealth? Do you know that he sold PayPal to be able to buy Tesla? He didn't start that from the bottom. It was a company that existed. He bought the business and then scaled it. But it started with him having ownership in PayPal, and he sold that. That is how wealth is built. You buy a business, you grow the business, and you sell the business. The purpose of getting into business is to sell and exit to go bigger. Mark Cuban, billionaire, he sold his computer company to go and buy the Dallas Mavericks. And then he grew the Dallas Mavericks, sold the Dallas Mavericks, and now he owns a pharmaceutical company that he purchased. Does this make sense? I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. The richest black man in America does exactly what I'm sharing with you. And he's not an athlete. He's not a rapper. He's not somebody that's on Instagram, on OnlyFans. Like, I'm just being honest with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, so I'd rather go follow him. My mentor told me, look, he said it's okay to be a copycat just as long as you copy the right cat. And if the cat got the blueprint and the buddy listening, I'll go follow you. Yeah, whatever I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. So who cool with copying the right cat? Who's cool with copying the right cat? Y'all with me? So as I bring this to a close, I'm just going to share one more piece with you, right? I didn't talk about this, but it's so many benefits to insurance beyond just the way that you can leverage it and make the money from it. It's more benefits than that. Not only do you get the actual cash value of the $50,000, you also get what is called the death benefit, right? Death benefit. Now, this is when we talk about long-term wealth. God is good, right? Somebody type God is good in the chat. Somebody type God is good. Mama do said, meow, meow. That's my bro. Look. Proverbs 13:22. A good person leaves an inheritance for its children's children. I'm not making this up. God made it very plain and simple for us to see. So if you are not putting yourself in position to leave assets, to leave an inheritance for your family, then you are selfish and you are not fulfilling your God's given purpose. And God has gifted all of us. We all have a specific gift, but it's what you do with that gift is how you pay him back. He gifted me with the ability to communicate. He gifted me with the ability to understand business. I'm here in front of you, not because of me, but because of him, because this is how I pay him back. Are y'all with me? So if the scriptures say in Proverbs 13:22 says, being able to, a good person leaves an inheritance for his children's children, well, we need to think further then, right? So not only am I making money while I'm living, cool, but let's just say that time comes. That time come where we have to now transition. Well, you can also have, let's say the $50,000 policy has a $2 million death benefit. Well, you can now pass down this $2 million to your family trust. And in that family trust, you outline all of the directions and all of the instructions on how you want that money to be split up and where you want it to go. But this is the piece. Because we're taking on debt,
This $2 million will go and pay off whatever assets first. You can lay that out in your instructions. So you pay off all your assets, and now your children get free and clear businesses. Are y'all with me? And if there's nothing that you don't pick up, I want you to pick up that. At the very minimum, if you go get insurance, yes, you're going to grow the money and you're going to better get the compounded interest. Yes, you can front load it. Yes, you go get a line of credit. But forget all that. We know we're not getting out of here alive. At the end of the day, we know we're not getting out of here alive. So you have to make sure that you set your family up for success. If you are the breadwinner in your family, type me in the chat if you are the breadwinner in your family. How would you feel if you left here tomorrow and then you left your spouse, you left your children with just a burden to bear? Can I be honest with y'all? If I could be real with y'all, somebody type be real in the chat if I could be real. Only if I could be real. That's the only way. My grandma passed away. Left us with debt to clean up. My dad passed away, left us with, I had to take care of all of the bills. I had to cover the funeral costs. I had to come for everything out of my pocket. I say, listen, I love you, Dad, but God damn it, when I go, I don't want my sons to have that burden. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't, and I feel so good knowing they're not gonna have that burden. So it's multiple components. God forbid something happened to me. My wife can't run the self-storage business. That's not her lane. But I would be selfish if I left her business with a bunch of debt and stress and now she go under. So this is bigger than you. This is about your last name. That's why we put together the Family Legacy Bootcamp. We could have called this anything, but we called it Family Legacy because this is bigger than you. And the information that we're teaching is for you to make money now, but for your family last name to be wealthy for generations. I hope this was super valuable because I'm bringing this to a close. And all we wanted to do these last 3 days is to just spark and plant a seed in your mind for you to go out there and say, look, this holiday season, instead of me going and giving gifts of toys and clothes and things that my children are going to actually open up the box and then go and toss it in the trash 2 hours later, give them the gift of education. Give them the gift of inheritance. Give them the gift of wealth. Give them the gift of knowledge. That's what we need to do to break the curse of poverty. We can't keep passing down trauma. So I want you to take this and set your own family legacy meeting up and now have these conversations and push the agenda forward. Can we do that? Somebody drop a fire in the chat if we could do that. That's all I want. That's all I want. Somebody type more in the chat if you feel like you need more than this. Like 3 days is like not enough. Somebody type more in the chat if you need more. You're like 3 days is not enough, mogul. And last night I had dropped an application and I was up all night with my team. And we were going through the application and we was able to really get some really good feedback. So what I want to do now, if you were approved and you actually applied and you were approved, I want you to type me in the chat. I want you to type me in the chat. And if you got the link for the next call, put a 1 in the chat if you got a link for another call. Put a 1 in the chat. It should be another call. Okay. And all right, some of y'all, hold on. Some of this, they said all right, cool. They telling me some, all right, we got this mixed up. All right, cool. We got it. So my team telling me something had got mixed up with the link and we got to do it on this call. We got to do it on this call. So I'm going to do it on this call. Forget it, team. That's fine. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reshare the opportunity and we're going to make it available right now. So what I'm going to do is open up 20 spots for you to join our mentorship program.
And our mentorship program is the Mailbox Millionaire Academy. And I'm gonna be completely honest, y'all. I need to ask you this question. If you can put a dollar amount on what it was really worth these last 3 days. I know it's free for most of you. Some of you went VIP and you paid $97, but for most of you, it was free. But I want you to really look back in hindsight and put a number on what it was really worth these last 3 days. Put it in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Put a real number. In order to be prolific, we got to be specific. Let's be targeted. Let's be intentional. How much was this worth? They said $100,000. Easy. They said $100,000. They said $467,000, $5,000. Let me know in the chat. How much was these last 3 days worth? $200,000, $30,000, $100,000. This is all fact. That's an all fact. So if these last 3 days was worth $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, this is real numbers. How much would it be worth to you to go 30 more days? Let's put a real number in the chat. If you could spend 30 more days, and when I say days, I'm talking about every single day for the next 30 days. The same way we was actually building with you for 3 days straight, we're going to keep this same momentum. Because the key to wealth is being able to keep the fire burning. We got to stay lit. So I want to give you an opportunity to join the Mailbox Millionaire Academy 30-day accelerator program, where for the next 30 days, we're going to go in more deeper to show you how to actually structure your business properly, how to set up your family legacy meeting even more in detail, how to go get the funding, how to set up a funding company, how to clean your credit. It's so much. I'll be here all day breaking this stuff down. But the purpose of what I really want to share to you is you're going to get an opportunity to stay in an environment that helps you grow, that help you elevate, that help you transform. Somebody type me in the chat if you want to spend another 30 days with us to be able to get this information, get this love, get this support, and more. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Somebody type me in the chat if that's you. So we only have 20 spots available because we cannot take everybody with us. It's about quality and not quantity. So again, I want to make it clear. The Mailbox Millionaire Academy is a $25,000 mentorship, y'all. Mailbox Millionaire Academy is a $25,000 mentorship, and I have people on this call that have paid that multiple times. If you're a Mailbox Millionaire, I need you to type the mailbox emoji in the chat. Just let me know. If you're a Mailbox Millionaire and you paid $15,000, $20,000, and you know that it's valuable, drop a mailbox emoji in the chat. I just want to be real here. But this is what I want to do. I want to send the elevator back down. Can I do that? I want to send the elevator back down. So you can wipe your forehead. It's not going to be $25,000 tonight, all right? It's not going to be $25,000 tonight because the truth is I understand the time that we're in. We are going through some dark times. And we don't have a lot of time to waste, and we don't have a lot of money to just put out there. So yes, you're still going to have to invest $25,000 into yourself, but I want you to spend that on your own business and your own marketing, your own growth. Instead of you just investing that to join the program. What I want to do, I curated this 30-day accelerator program to really help you be able to scale and go into the next year strong for an investment. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? For an investment of only $3,500, y'all. Of an investment of only $3,500 to be able to spend the next 30 days with us to get even more detail. And look, I'm about to drop this link, but I'm going to do something special, right? For the first 10 people that do lock in their spot, I'm going to do something super special. So if you got to go get your card real quick, I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to do it. All right, I'm going to give you like 2 minutes if you got to go get your card. If you got to transfer from your check-ins, from your savings to your check-ins, if you got to make a phone call to somebody, figure it out. I'm going to do a few things, all right? One, and the team going to be mad at me for this, right? But what I'm going to do is this. For the first 10 people that lock in their spot when I drop this link, I'm going to give you lifetime access to our Mogul Elite Club community. So not only are you going to get the 30-day accelerator in our Mailbox Media Academy, I want to give you lifetime access so you can be in our school community to really stay around the fire and continuously execute. Somebody type lifetime in the chat.
Somebody type lifetime in the chat. It's going to be the first 10 people. For the first 10 people. They said, what? Oh, no way. Oh, no way. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I hope y'all got your cards ready. I'm not done. Not only am I going to give you lifetime access to our Mogul Elite Club school community, I'm going to give you a $1,500 grant. Hold up. Sunshine looking at me like, what, Mogul? What you was sipping on? You know how I drink, Sonny. Cut it out. For the first 10 people, I'm going to give you a $1,500 grant. So it would not be $3,500 for you tonight. It will be an investment of only $2,000, y'all. God damn. Y'all like, God damn. He literally giving out gifts early. He's giving out gifts early, y'all. He's giving out gifts early. $2,000. So I'm going to drop this link, right? If you ready for me to drop it, though, I need you to type drop the link in the chat first. Type drop the link in the chat if you're ready for me to drop the link and you are ready to take your talents to the next level. Join us on this 30-day accelerator where you're going to get our leadership accountability program with Coach Crew. You're going to be able to get the strategies to jump on the phone with Mr. Brooklyn Business personally one-on-one. Like yesterday was a group call. Imagine you being able to get on a call with him one-on-one so he can truly understand your personal finances and structure your policy the way it should be designed to really grow on what we're talking about. Imagine you being able to build with the coaches like Auntie Shaky, who was teaching earlier today, and Taisha, who taught yesterday. Imagine you being able to build with the coaches like Royalty that gave us some funding on Sunday. So it's not just me, it's we. Somebody type we in the chat. Somebody type we in the chat. So they said drop the link. So with that being said, I'm about to drop the link. So in 5 seconds, get ready. And I'm going to do this for the first 3 people. First 3 people, I'm going to do a one-on-one strategy call, and that's it, y'all. I ain't got nothing else to give, right? First 3 people, I personally want to jump on the phone with you and really help you map out your financial game plan. And I don't do one-on-one calls. I don't do it because my time is too valuable. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. So if y'all ready, type ready in the chat. If y'all ready, type ready in the chat. So team, go get the link, team. They already warned them. I told them first 10 people gonna get lifetime access. They're gonna get the grant as well. And the 3 people is gonna be able to get this one-on-one call. So with that being said, team, let's drop the link in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the link, drop the link, drop the link. Let's go. Drop the link. And look, y'all, this is what you're gonna do. Let me share this really, really quick. Once you go on here, in order for you to take advantage of the grant, right, it's going to be $3,500. You're going to see that. But what you're going to do is go to pay, and you're going to have to put in the code legacy. When you put in the code legacy, go right here, type in the promo code, and you're going to put in the word legacy. You're going to apply that, and then that should give you that $1,500 grant. So it should be $2,000 to lock in right now if you pay in full, and you'll take advantage of that. So once you lock in your spot, type I'm in. Once you lock in your spot, and those of you that want to get in and you're not necessarily able to pay in full, you're not going to get the $2,000 discount. It will still be $3,500, but you can lock in your spot for as little as a $500 deposit, y'all. So you got 2 options. You can lock in your spot, $500 deposit, and then just have a payment arrangement to cover the $3,500, or you can pay in full and take advantage of that grant and be able to get in for $2,000, y'all. So there you have it. This is everything that comes with the mentorship. It's so jam-packed. You got daily group coaching, like I said, every single day, because we understand that the environment is everything. Your environment will change you way before you change it. And some of you that's on the fence right now, or you getting in there, you about to lock in your spot. Some of you may be on the fence right now. And I want you to know this. The reason why the last 3 days have been super powerful for you is because you've been in an environment of people that believe in you. You've been in an environment of people that's actually executing. How many of us are the best of the best in our family? Let me know in the chat. Who are the best of the best in our family? Let me know. I'm 99% sure those of you that's the best of the best in your family, You don't have nobody else around you that could talk life into you, that don't got to convince you to get up. You don't got to convince them to get up and work. You just get out there and move. This is the environment for you. So we're going to have daily group coaching. You're going to have access to my $5,000 training program, which is an on-demand program that's going to give you all the strategies on self-storage, commercial real estate, funding, everything you need. You get access to my network during these 30 days. You're going to get a one-on-one strategy call with Mr. Brooklyn Business to set up your infinite banking structure. Yes, you're going to have to invest to get your own policy, but he's going to give you a one-on-one strategy. You're going to get access to our tax planning strategy call as well, and just so much more. And I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. Can I be honest? Somebody type "be honest" in the chat. I'm not a pieces type of guy. I don't even like sharing my screen and talking about this what you get and this what you get, because I'm not worried about the pieces. I'm just worried about the payoff. That's just me. When my mentor told me, he said, look, we're going to help you grow your business and we're going to help you be able to make $250,000 a month. Cool. It's nothing else to talk about. You showed me the value. I already got success. Here go the wire. $25,000. It's nothing to talk about. Because I'm committed to the process. I'm going to commit now, figure out the rest later. A lot of us, we are so focused on the cost and we're not focused on the value. Somebody type value in the chat. Somebody type value. A lot of us are focused on the cost and we are not focused on the value. Oh, it costs $2,000. Oh, that's insane. I don't even know how to even say $2,000 that well. That's just crazy. But I want to give you a hand up, not a hand out. I'm giving you a hand up. I want to ask you this question. I want you to think about, what is it really going to cost you if you don't make this investment in yourself? Let me know in the chat. Let's just have a real conversation. What is it going to cost you if you do not make this investment in yourself? If you do not make this investment in yourself, it's costing you thousands and hundreds of thousands, possibly millions, because you are not setting your family up for success. So I want to shout y'all out. Those of you that did lock in your spot, again, $500 deposit to get on the phone with the team. Once you get on the phone with the team, they'll talk to you about some funding options. They'll put you through some different financing. They'll talk about the payment plans, but that secures your spot in that 20. And then the $2,000, like I said, is to really just pay in full, and you get to take advantage of that $1,500 grant. So type "I'm in" the chat so I can shout you out and show y'all some love, and really support you, because in this process, I want to make sure we understand. Can I be real with y'all? Who's that? Liz. Shout out to Liz. Congratulations, Liz. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Who is that? Let's bring you up. I want to bring up a Ray Cindy. I want to bring you because I've been looking at you in your face this entire time, and you've been locked in. And I couldn't pronounce your name, but we're gonna get this thing right. We're gonna get this thing right. So let's bring up Liz first. Let's bring up Liz. Let's go, Liz. Hold on. Where you at, Liz? We can't see you. Oh, there you go. What's up? Congratulations. I want to unmute you really quick. And I just want you to let us know what made you make that decision to invest in yourself and move with speed. And you are actually the first one. So we're going to have our one-on-one strategy call together. I'm super excited about that. But what made you make the decision to join?
I've joined other programs. I probably spent a lot more money. But I never showed up. And life has hit me really hard. And I think it's time to show up for myself.
I like
and
that.
A lot of the things that I've heard the last 3 days, I could have been implementing myself. Like, I'm insurance licensed. I have licenses for over 30 years in insurance. And today I was like, this is exactly what I've been saying I could do. And I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So there was a lot of things that was just it was just speaking to me. So I know this is my time. I said, you know what, going into 2026, it's my comeback.
Where you located, Liz? Where you at?
In New York.
I felt the energy. I felt it. That's what I'm talking about. So super excited. I'm proud of you. And I want to thank you for investing in yourself again, right? Because I know there's a lot of other people on this call that invested before in different programs and they're on the fence and it probably wasn't the greatest experience. But I just want to really appreciate you because you're giving yourself another chance to show up. And that's what's most important. We got to continuously give ourselves another chance to show up. And we got you. This is the right decision. We're going to make sure we get you to that next level. So congratulations. I appreciate
Thank you.
1,000%. Thank you, Liz. Everybody type show up in the chat. Everybody type show up in the chat. There we go. There we go. So the next person that was I want to bring up is all right, you're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your name. There you go. Good. Miss Kennedy. But I want you to tell me how to pronounce your name. How do I pronounce your name?
It's Aracena.
Oh, I like that. Aracena. There we go. Why was I acting like I was hung up on the name? Do you get that all the time when people could just usually pronounce
they
your
have
name?
problems pronouncing my name.
All right, so say it one more time.
It's Aracena.
Aracena. That's a beautiful name. Does it have a
Thank
meaning
you.
to it?
Huh?
Does it have a meaning to it? Anything special?
No, not that I know of.
All right, cool. Well, first, congratulations. I want to thank you for investing in yourself and joining the Mailbox Me Academy and going on this journey with us. You've been locked in every single day. I've been watching you every single day. You've been locked in. So I want to thank you for really being able to pour into yourself and really show up here. So congratulations. But let us know, why did you make that decision to join? What was it about being here these last 3 days that made you say I'm in?
Well, I always been interested in real estate, especially self-storage, but I just didn't know how to get the money. So when I heard your videos about how to get the money first, then get the business, that really inspired me. Yeah. So I've been following you for quite a while. So yeah. So been enjoying it. It's been a lesson learned and eye-opening for me and everything. So yeah. So that's why I jumped on it soon I could.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So let me ask you this question. So you've been following me for a little while. About how long? Give me a number. Like how long you been
Since
following?
January.
Ooh, okay. So almost a year.
Since January.
Almost a year.
Yeah, a coworker of mine told me about you. And I like what you said. You said instead of doing it in 30 years, you could do it in 5 years. And that was like, wow, that was really mind-opening for me, because we've been programmed to work 30 years of our life. And that was like, something got to change, something got to change. So yeah, so I'm ready to do that in 5 years myself.
Absolutely. Let's make it happen. You made the change and you're with the right family, the right community, and you won't regret this. So congratulations. And we look forward to working with you even further. Where you located?
Maryland, Suitland, Maryland.
Why you? Yeah. I'm out in Maryland as well. I'm in New York. I'm in Maryland. I'm in a few different places. So definitely congratulations. Look forward to building with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, perfect. Oh man, I'm super excited, man. Congratulations. Again, type I'm in the chat so I can shout you out, show you some love. Again, $500 deposit at the very minimum to lock in your spot. So what I would encourage you to do is put down that $500. You're gonna get a phone call. You're gonna get a link to book a call with my team. On that call, they will be a matter of fact. Let me see here, team. Oh, I need my charger. Kia, can you get my charger, please? My laptop on dot. It's in my bag. It's in my bag. All right, perfect. So let me get this charger, and I can't have that happen on you. I can't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't go out like that at all. Let's see. There we go. All right, perfect. So again, I just want to make sure we highlight that. And I'm going to give y'all a little bit of just kind of inspiration. Can I do that? Can I be real with y'all for a little minute before we close this up? Before we close this up, can I be real with y'all for a little minute? Just let me know. Type be real in the chat if I can be real with y'all. Type be real in the chat if I can be real with y'all. Fix this. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. Let me fix this.
It's 12 of you. Okay.
Like it's like 50 of me, right? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me put this in. The laptop going down on me. All right, perfect. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
Yep, we can.
All right, I want to be real with y'all. Before we close this thing up, I just want to give you a little bit of background on why this is so important to me, right? For many reasons, but I want to talk about missed opportunities. And the reason why I want to talk about missed opportunities because a lot of times we say we want something, but we really don't want it. A lot of times we pray for God to bless us, but when the blessing is right in front of us, we talk ourselves out of it. A lot of us say, "Yo, look, God, can you bless my business? Bless my business." But what business have you started? What business did you buy for him to bless? Are y'all with me? So we got to understand when there's an opportunity in front of us, we cannot have a poor mindset. And being poor is just a state of thinking. See, poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Somebody type poor in the chat. Passing over opportunities repeatedly when you see something that you know is of value and it's a sign for you to move forward and you figure out every single reason why you shouldn't do it because you are waiting. Let me wait. Let me wait for next time. Let me wait for this. See, wait stands for what am I thinking? Anytime we wait before we move, when we know it's in our heart, we thinking about, oh, what my husband gonna say, what my wife gonna say, what my best friend gonna say. We worry about what everybody's gonna say about what we got going on. If I would have let everybody else around me influence me, I wouldn't be where I am today. You know how many times they told me that, look, this is not gonna be you? I remember my very first deal, 2-family brownstone in Brooklyn. I went to my grandfather. He loved me to death. I love my grandfather. I went to him, and at this point, he had a settlement. So he had some money. And I asked him, I said, hey, Granddad, look, we got this deal, and we looking to raise some money, and it's $600,000. Can you help us out? Can you put something up? You know what he told me? You know what my grandfather told me? He said, yo, Mogul. Now, he didn't say Mogul, but he said, son. He called me son. He said, son, you thinking too big. You need to go smaller. He told me I was thinking too big. I need y'all to sit on that. He told me, look, you starting off with a $600,000 house. No, go buy a $30,000 house. Go do something smaller. He put his fears and opinions on me. And if I would have listened to him, I wouldn't be where I am today standing in front of you because I said, no, I know God gave me the vision. He don't understand it. I kept going. And I found somebody that was willing to invest in me because I first believed in me. Are y'all with me? So I would have missed out on opportunities if I would allow a dream killer to talk me out of it. I'm going to say something. I don't want y'all to be mad, but it is what it is. I got to say it directly to you. Some of y'all sleeping with the devil. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of y'all laying with the very person that don't want you to win. That's why you can't make that investment in yourself because that person will be like, oh, no, that's a scam. They still confused about money. Oh, no, you ain't going to do that. You ain't going to work. You didn't try all of these things and it don't work. Just settle. And anything that settle ends at the bottom. And if you anything like us here, we don't like to settle because we want to do everything at the top. Are y'all with me? Just let me know. Are you with me? I almost missed out on opportunities because of the environment that I was in. And I started to shrink myself because I started to fit in other people's thought processes and expectations. But you know that you here for a reason. You need to make the investment. I remember back when I was in college, right? This was probably 2010, 2009. And I had my accounting professor. Her name was Patricia Pillis. Remember it like it was yesterday. And she said, look, there's going to be a company that's going public soon. And I need everybody to invest in this company that's going public soon. Guess what that company was? Let me know in the chat. What company in 2009, 2000, somewhere around that time was going public? I'll tell you. It was Facebook. Now, I didn't really know much about Facebook at this time. I knew some people was on it, but I wasn't really on Facebook. But my accounting professor, somebody who I would consider a mentor, told me to take $500 and invest. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm in college, so I'm not making no real money. I got a part-time job, and when I got paid on Friday, I had the $500. So now I had to make a decision, right? I'm like, all right, I got $500. Do I listen to my teacher and go put this $500 into this stock for this company that I don't know what's going to happen? I don't even know nothing about stocks. Or do I take this $500 and go and buy some product, Louis Gucci, because I need to be fly for the weekend because I need to see everybody seeing me pull up? Which I think I did. What decision you think I did? Let me know. What decision you think I made, y'all? Let's be real here. If y'all know me, they said I made the investment. Tanja said I made the investment. Yeah, Tanja, I wasn't the person I am today. Yeah, I wasn't that guy. I took the money. I needed to get fly because I needed to impress other people that didn't even understand what I was doing. See, we go and we take on debt, money that we don't have, to invest in things that we don't really like, don't really need to impress people that don't even give a damn about us. And this is what happened maybe about 2 years ago. I'm on Facebook, and on one of my other prior college students, he posted up his stock portfolio, and he had $1 million in his account. And a large portion of his portfolio was through Facebook because he took the information and executed. He didn't understand it. He didn't know, but he listened to his mentor. He listened to the teacher. He said, I'm just going to commit, and I'm going to figure it out later. I'm not going to prioritize now. I'm going to prioritize tomorrow. So I missed that opportunity. I got to sit with that. I got to live with that. And it's deeper than you think because guess what? I'm letting my wife down. Before I had a wife, I'm letting down her. I'm letting down my sons before I had a son because guess what? If I would have made that investment 10 plus years ago, it would be putting us in a different situation today. So because I did not prioritize that moment, I now got to miss out. Are y'all with me? That is why we cannot take it for granted. We cannot miss opportunities. I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to talk directly to the heart. Like my uncle and my dad. My uncle worked in corrections for 27 years and my dad worked in corrections for 23 years. So they both did 2 decades plus in law enforcement. Put a 1 in the chat if you know anybody that works in law enforcement. Put a 1 in the chat if you know anybody that works in law enforcement. You know how hard that job is, especially correction officer, locking into the jails every single day, right? Now stick with me. Stick with me. I'm going to tell you this, right? See, my uncle, he saw me building my business and buying properties and getting to the money. And he will always say, look, nephew, when I retire, I'm going to invest with you. When I retire, I'm going to start this business. When I retire, I'm going to get in the gym and start getting my life in order. When I retire, I'm going to have the time to go out there and build with you. Everything he said was based upon when he retired. And I remember my wife told me that she said, tomorrow is an arrogant assumption. I want you to pick that up. Tomorrow is an arrogant assumption because he kept assuming, having audacity to think that he's going to be on a wake-up list tomorrow when he retired. How many of us are waiting until we retire to do something? Type me in the chat. How many of us are waiting for the perfect moment? I'm going to tell you the truth. There's not going to be a perfect moment. My uncle finally retired. And 2 years later, he passed away. He missed the opportunity to build wealth for his children. He missed the opportunity to build wealth for his wife. So now he leaves his wife with a burden, with debt, no assets, because he waited too long. Because he didn't know. See, God doesn't show us his Google Calendar. We can't see what's going to happen. We don't know. So we can't be naive enough and think that we're going to be here on the wake up list and we're going to have another opportunity. So if I'm sharing this opportunity for you to invest $2,000 to be able to get $2 million worth of game and value and resources, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to say this one last thing and I'm going to close up, y'all. I'm going to say this one last thing and I'm going to close up. Type I'm in the chat if you locked in your spot, if you put down a deposit, if you paid in full, just type I'm in. I want to shout you out. I'm going to say this one last piece and I'm going to close up. I talked about my dad, right? He worked 23 years in corrections. And he gave us everything. That's why we do what we do. Single father. My mom passed away when I was 12 years old to cancer. And then my grandmother that raised us, she passed away when I was 14. So my dad was a single father raising all of us, right? And I always used to tell him, I say, Dad, when I get right, I'm going to get you right. That's always what I would tell him. Yo, Dad, I'm going to get you the Benz. I'm going to get you the house when I get right. I always told him, that's what I'm going to do. And then I made my first $1 million and I looked at the money. I'm like, nah, I'm going to wait till I make my second million. Nah, I'm going to wait till I make my first. I had the money. I could have bought him a house. I could have bought him a car. I could have gave back to him. But for me, I had to keep waiting until I made another million or another 100,000 till I kept moving the goalposts. Because I thought I had time. And in May 13, 2023, my dad passed away due to a heart attack suddenly. Non-expected. Unexpected. I missed the opportunity to reciprocate what he poured into me for me to even be here today speaking in front of you. I got to sit with that. I got to live with that regret of me knowing I had access, I had the resources, but I kept thinking that I had time. I'm only being honest and real because I just want to make sure that somebody listens to this and it helps you make a better decision. It helps you not be able to make the same mistakes that I made. And I can never take credit for what God has done for me in my life and my family. I'm only here by his permission. I'm only doing my part. So if you just hear this and it moves you, I did what I was supposed to do. Are y'all with me? So with that being said, I'm going to bring this to a close. What time is it? It is 10:30, so that's perfect. I want to give y'all back your time. It's been an amazing 3 days. Everybody that did lock in their spots, again, you're going to get you should have gotten an email. If not, you're going to get an email from my team. We're going to get you access. We're going to start hitting the ground running as of next week. So you're going to take the rest of the week off. But as of next week, we're going to hit the ground running. And for the entire October, we are going to be pushing you to make sure that you set up your family legacy meeting. And we're going to talk about these strategies. We're going to execute on these strategies. And we're going to get you to that next level, y'all. And some of y'all that may be on the fence, I just want to share like some of the things that is actually in this mentorship. Just so you can see, this is some of the things that you'll be getting in the mentorship only that I did not have the time to really go over. So we got our debt-free strategy class. So any of you that's struggling to pay off credit card debt, Mr. Brooklyn Business is the best in the business to give you the strategies to pay off your debt with what you already have. If you want to learn wholesaling, we have that. How to start up low startup cost businesses like digital marketing. So we'll show you how to get your own digital products, leveraging AI. You can do that literally in 24 hours. How to set up your own credit repair business, how to start your own funding company. And again, I don't like the pieces at all, but I can't really say all of these things because I truly don't have the time. And I could give you all of these little nuances and details, but I'm really just helping you build a legacy. At the end of the day, when you put all this together, giving you all the access and the resources on how to liquidate credit cards, how to find off-market properties, how to do all these cool things, grow your social media, I'm truly helping you put yourself in position to grow your legacy, to build your legacy. All right. If y'all got that, put got it in the chat. If y'all got that, put got it in the chat. Right. So let me actually close this up because y'all keep seeing like 50 of me's. And there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, team. So we're gonna close this up. What I want to do really, really quick before we do this, I'm gonna open up for questions for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna open up for some questions. Is that cool? 5 minutes. So what I want y'all to do is yeah, okay, good thing. So I'm gonna open up for 5 minutes and send me your message, team. Let me know who's the grant winner, actually. Let me know who's the grant winner, team. Oh, all right, that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. So, team, can y'all bring up the grant winner? So this is how I want to do this, though, team. We're gonna announce the grant winner, but I'm gonna answer these 2 questions first. All right, and team, I need you to share it. So let's do a drum roll. Let's do a drum roll, and then you share the actual graphic. All right. So first question, Connie. What's up, Connie? What's your question? What's your question, Connie?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay, so look, right, I'm literally at the bank and I tried to deposit money in there, but it told me I couldn't do it. So my question is, would you allow me to do this in the morning? Because I have cash, but I don't have it in the bank yet because I was about to start my business tomorrow and do the whole thing that you and your brother told me to do. And you know, the 7K or whatever. So I didn't put anything in the bank yet. I just got cash. So I tried to deposit 800, but it denied me. So I want to know if you allow me to do it tomorrow.
All right. Sunshine. Where's Sunshine at?
So I sent a picture. I got receipts. I sent a picture. I sent you a direct message, and I sent one to Sunshine too. With like the picture of the receipt that said that like cash. I tried to deny it. It just said no. I don't know
Message
why.
Sunshine. Sunshine's gonna message you right now, and then she'll work it out with you to get you taken care of. I definitely trust your word. So we'll hold that spot for you. She'll work that out with you. So Sunshine, can you message her and get her situated?
I already messaged her. Go ahead and look at your phone, honey. I got you.
I
Okay,
can't even.
thank you. All right, that's all I wanted to know. Okay,
All
bye.
right, Connie, shout out to you. Let's go, Connie. Let's go. You're like, I'm getting in the door. I don't care if I gotta go to the back door, the front door. If I gotta go to the
Exactly.
chimney, I'm getting in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Let's get it. All right, all right. We got some more hands up. All right, Tanja, what's up, Tanja? What's going on?
Hey, I want to do this, but I am actually studying for and sitting for my insurance certification exam into this month. So I'm like, I don't know if I have the time to do the classes. That's my thing. I will next month. I will next month because I finished I take the exam this month.
When is your exam over?
My exam will be over. I sit for the exam the end of this month, the end of October.
The end of October.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I can't tell you which way to go, right? Because that's ultimate decision that you have to make. But what I would say is that I truly believe that the environment here is actually going to help you get to the finish line because, for example, Auntie Shaky, Mr. Brooklyn Business, these are the people that's the best in the top in the industry, right? When it comes to insurance. So being able to have them support you and give you best practices and resources and strategies. I know, like, for example, I don't know what company, if you don't mind me asking, like what company are you going through take your exam? Is it a company that you're under?
No, I'm actually going through a school
Okay, and
through Forsyth Technical Community College.
what kind of is life insurance?
No, well, it's to health insurance, to sell health insurance.
Health insurance. Okay. Yeah, ultimately, we're not gonna have this available for November, unfortunately, so I can't really kind of hold that to then. But yeah, I would just say that's a decision that you truly have to make. I do believe that the support and the environment here will kind of help you get to that next level. But again, it's totally something that you would have to make to see if you can commit to it and really show up and get the most out of it.
I would. I just don't know if I have the time.
You gotta
That's
make the
the
time.
thing. I've got so, yeah.
Gotta make the time. Like if it's important to you and
But
you really want to
let
do
me
it,
ask you this. When would the
yeah.
next class start? When would the next,
Like after this,
because you said you're only taking 20, yes.
next year.
When would
Next year. But this is the last cohort, and then we start next year in January. But it won't. But it won't
in
be this
January?
price. To be honest with you. Like it won't be this $2,000 price. I've never done this before ever. So
Right, right,
you can ask
right.
Sunshine or whoever on there tell you like I've never done it like this. This is something specific that I'm doing here now. So yeah, it is January, but it won't be. It won't be this price. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem at all. Self power. What's going on? What's going on?
Peace, family, peace. Mo, I want to tell you, thank you for everything that you do. I want to shout out Sunshine. That's my blood cousin.
Okay,
With that being, with that being said, I just spent the last probably 15 months dissecting a lot of your information, yours, Smitty, Boone, a lot of you guys that are teaching our community that what it takes to be financially free while I was sitting down behind the wall for the time I was gone. And I was able to take that information, take my notes and dissect it, and I was ready to come home and get active. I've taken some steps and I've been in motion. So again, thank you for that. Thank you for all that you do. Like I said, shout out to my cousin, shout out to you, shout out to everybody that's here trying to, not trying to, because we don't try, we do, but we making an effort to make ourselves better and do it for our families, not just ourselves, because we're not selfish people. We're learning, you're learning, you've taught people, and you're part of the elite. With that being said, you're part of the elite, the few people that want to teach and help others get to where you've gotten to. So I salute you for that.
I appreciate you, bro. 1,000. Where you at? Where you located?
I'm in Tampa, Florida. I'm from New York, moved to Virginia, and I just decided to relocate to Tampa once they release me.
Okay. All
So
right,
I'm gonna run it up out here real soon.
Got you, bro. Got you. Yeah, let's stay tapped in. And Sunshine, your cousin, so that's you family, we family, bro. So I'm proud of you for even locking in and being able to really binge this information. Smitty Boone, those my guys, man. So like really keep showing up, stay close, and then we're gonna be at that next level together. But I appreciate you, bro. Salute.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
You already know. Sunshine, everybody. Like, what's up? You got the whole New York in here. Sunshine, what's happening? Like, Sunshine really said it's a family reunion for real. Hey, family, listen. My mentor having something, family.
Oh, you funny.
Jennifer, what's up, Jennifer?
Hey, I'm letting you know I'm not playing around. I'm literally in front of Chase, so y'all know I left my house after working 10 hours today, and I had cash. I'm not missing this opportunity. I know I said that last time, but this time I'm not gonna miss it at all. Timing is right, and life be lifing when you got a lot going on. The other question I had, because I must have not heard this correctly, what is the exact day it starts, and what is the timing?
So it's gonna start this Monday. Well, actually, this next Tuesday. What's next Tuesday? Let me see. What's the date for that? What's next Tuesday? Let's see. That's the 6th. Yep. So it'll mean the 7th, actually. So it's gonna start the 7th. You're gonna have orientation on the 7th. So that's where we're gonna actually lay out what the full 30 days is going to look like, all of the classes. You're going to get a syllabus. You're going to get the schedule. You know, you're going to get a whole layout. So it's not something you just kind of like get randomly thrown into. You're going to be able to really execute, lay everything out. So next week, Tuesday, the 7th, is when we're going to officially have our orientation kickoff. And then that's really it. Be hitting the ground running.
They'll be most likely in the evening time because transparent.
It will be
today. So
yeah, it will be
regular.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, perfect. Then I have no problems because I literally will be starting my new role Monday. I just learned that today.
Perfect. Yep. So 9 p.m. So you good. It's like it's after you put the babies, all that, everybody go down. Chill, you know what I'm saying? We good.
My baby is my dad, remember?
Cool. I mean, I'll be having to put the babies away first. Then I gotta run to the office. So I'm speaking for myself for sure. All right.
Y'all.
I'm proud of you. Let's lock in. All right. Let's lock in. This is the time. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Thank
you, Jennifer. Donna, what's up, Donna? What's up? What's going on? We can't hear you. Oh man, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
There we go. There we go.
Oh, he can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't gonna miss this one this time. Yeah, I've been missing the other ones, but I'm also in your school, and I also have the birthday bundle, and that has been helping me. But my problem is being attentive because I'm a truck driver. I'm always in that truck. And
what's your hours?
I really don't have none. It depends on the load.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a carrier, so I have my own authority and stuff. So I don't, I drive when the load, when the load says drive. So it could be during the time we're in school or whatever. So what you suggest I do, because I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity.
Great question. So for a lot of people, that's probably thinking the same way, right? You're gonna get a syllabus and you're gonna have a schedule. So what I would advise you is once you get your syllabus, it's gonna show you the full month and the times of the classes at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have like it's at the end of the night. But if let's say you miss a class, you will have access to the recordings. You will be in a group with other people so they can catch you up. But I would advise you to just strive to build out your schedule and work around it. But in the event that you can't make a class, you just catch the recording with everybody. So you'll be fine.
Oh, I ain't gonna get penalized, huh?
No.
I ain't gonna get penalized.
Nah.
I mean, for not being able to be attentive.
I would want you to be attentive. I would want you to be attentive for sure, but like we're not gonna come to your house and like fight you like that. But we would want you to be attentive. Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity, and I can go back to eating my crabs tonight. So, thank you, and thanks for allowing this to everyone.
Thanks
for me. All right.
Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Donna, save me some crabs, all right? Yo, man, y'all are amazing. I have a good time. It feels so good to like really do what you love, like for a living. I just feel so good. Like it's not even work for me, right? This is really like my passion and my purpose, right? This is really like the thing that God has appointed me to do. So with that being said, I got to go because at the end of the day, I got some babies I gotta get to. I got a wife I gotta get to, and I got a bed I gotta get to. All right, and we're gonna get this going. So what we want to do is this. I need a drum roll, team. I need a drum roll. Can y'all get me a drum roll? Can y'all get me a drum roll? The grant winner is. Where is that? Bring it up on the screen. Bring it up on the screen. Shout out to Sarah. Let's go. Congratulations. Congratulations. Where are you, Sarah? Where is Sarah? Let's bring Sarah up. Where you at, Sarah? You hiding out? Where you at? We only see the screen. We don't see your face. Where you at?
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I was just telling my husband it's me because my hand itching like a mother right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. You have been executing. You did all the assignments. You showed up on all the classes. You did what you're supposed to do. You were super engaged, especially yesterday. I saw you doing a lot of the numbers with Mr. Brooklyn Business. But we just want to thank you for really committing to the process. And that's what this grant is for. So Sunshine will be reaching out to you to get your information. And we'll make sure that we get you that $500 grant. All right?
Yes. Woo, thank you so much. Oh, you got me in tears right now.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Appreciate y'all. I can use the grant towards the bundle, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Can I
Yes,
lock that in right now so I can get on there?
yeah, we got you. We can lock you in right now. We got you. Like, look, keep that. I want to get in the door. So we got you. We'll work that out with you. All right.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All right, not a problem. Let's go. All right, let me see. Team, can y'all send me a message? Let me know how many spots we got. I'm getting a bunch of messages. People say they're trying to pay, but it's not going through. I don't know what's happening. Let me see. Man. Man. All right, put a one in the chat if you need a few like to tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Like, put a one in the chat. That's you. I'm getting a few messages, and I'm gonna send everybody to Sunshine. So Sunshine, you won't be getting no sleep tonight. All right. So there's a few things. Can we do a breakout room? Team, can we do a breakout room? Send me a message and let me know. Can we do a breakout room? Because some people are having issues. Okay. I don't know, something in my eye. All right. Team, let me know if we can do a breakout room, or if not, we'll just. This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Let me see. You gotta give me a minute. All right, so I got you. I got your message. I got your message. I got your message, Jamal and Ali Sean. I got your message. So Sunshine is gonna reach out to you right now and get you right. All right, I got your message. Let's see who else who's messaging me. Who else? All right, cool. Team, let me know. All right, y'all in team. Let me know if we could do the breakout room. Send me a message, team. If we can't do the breakout room, then I'm gonna close this up. Edward said, "Yo, I've been waiting for this, Mogul. I was saving up. I was ready." He was ready for this one. He said, "Yo, look, the next time Mogul make an offer, I'm in there. What we talking about? What we talking about? Next time he make an offer, what are we talking about?" All right, cool. All right, cool. So we can't do the breakout room. Team not getting back to me, so it is what it is. I'm assuming that we can't do the breakout room. Oh, I think they are creating it. I just want to make sure I get y'all situated. All right, so who wants to get in right now, but just need a few more minutes? They maybe need to split the payment up to like a few different payment. Like you probably you need a $500 link or maybe a $200 link. You need to kind of break up the $2,000. And I don't know if I showed you. I don't know if I showed you on the site, actually. Let me show y'all this. If I didn't show y'all, you can actually finance this $2,000. So if you go here, right, you're going to click secure your seat. And if you add in the code, which is legacy, you apply. Guess what? You could break that up into four payments of $510. So if I'm you, I'm going in there, putting in that code, and then I am going to break it up into 4 payments utilizing Zip, or you could utilize Afterpay. So it's multiple ways to get in the door. Like, just figure it out. Like, I gotta figure it out mentality. If I notice something is important, and let's be honest here, when we know it's something that's a priority to us, we figure it out. My mentor told me this. He said, "Yo, Mogul, I'm gonna tell you the truth. There's no such thing as I can't afford it. There's no such thing as I can't afford it. There's only a thing of it's not important enough to me to figure it out." Because when we made a decision in our mind and it's important, nobody can convince us otherwise. That's it. It's just not important enough to you. Oh, Mogul. Oh, I'm going to catch you next. Listen, there's no such thing as procrastination. That's what we said, Mogul. There's no such thing as procrastination. It's just that it's not that important to me right now. I don't want to prioritize that. I don't want to prioritize that. All right. I want to bring up Jamal and Ali Sean real quick. I want to bring y'all up, and then we're going to start closing this thing up. Can I bring y'all up? I want to bring y'all up real quick. I know I put y'all on the spot real quick, you know what I mean? But I want to shout y'all out. Congratulations for locking in y'all spots. But I'm bringing y'all up in particular out of everybody because y'all actually joined Joy's mentorship, See You at the Bank, through that whole process, excelled tremendously, was able to now become a client of Joy's and like service her masterminds and things like that. But I want y'all to talk to the power of investing in yourselves, like from when y'all first started on this journey, going through that mentorship, and then where you are today and why you decided to reinvest again. Because part of Joy's mentorship, you did get an opportunity for me to come in, teach and build and connect. But why did you make the decision and say, look, I'm going to invest again, even after me going through mentorship?
Okay, for me, the process started basically when my husband said, "Oh, look, you need to sign up for this." I said, "Okay." And I actually got out of my own way, got out of my comfort zone, and was like, it's time. I need to grow the business. It was stagnant, and now it's not. I'm actually able to produce and make more business out of what I'm doing because I have her in my corner, literally. I could just be like, yo, Joy, collab on this, collab on that. And she's eager to do it because she knows that, one, I am consistent. Two, I never missed a class. Three, I'm true. How can I say it? I'm real. I'm real to the whole
fact.
Investing in myself, investing in us to make us grow, make us better. And so, I signed him up for this class.
Yeah.
Get up there, get up there.
Yeah. So it was crazy because I followed you for about at least 2 years.
Okay.
I've seen you out there and I was like, yo, this guy right here is on to something with those with those self-storage stuff, but just kind of watching. And then I would see Joy all over the place. And the game she's giving about the money and stuff like that, it was insane. So my wife, she's just was needing something different than my voice. Be like, yo, you gotta go. And Joy had the free joint, so she did, and I'm grateful because it was transformational, especially for another woman to see another woman prosperous and successful could talk to it. Then when you entered into the room, I was like, I remember this guy, and the thing was, it was at the same time, like. So the queen is on her iPad. I got you on the other end, and we having class at the same time. And the energy that was coming from here, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna be anywhere else because this is where it's at. But I didn't want to take away the distraction and separate. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this later on. So, and it's interesting because since Monday, like going to the job, whatever the case is, boom, shit, everything started kind of piling up because they wanted my attention. And I'm like, nah, I'm paying attention here. I'm locking in with the mogul family. So whatever they want, they could wait. I'm locked in, and they just was trying to pull me away, pull my attention, pull my distraction, try to stress me out. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I cleaned my trunk out at the job, threw it in their garbage. I came back and was just like, you know what, this is it. And then even tonight, they locked my card. I'm like, what you mean? What you mean? We transferring money, everything's in there, stuff's in it. I'm gonna keep it real. It was in the negative. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, you know what? Nah. It's figured out. It's figured out. Because I know we that close. We right there. We right there. And this is where we need to be because this is about legacy. So even the girls came in and they know they like, oh, you daddy, you in? Yes, baby. We in. And
Yeah.
I even talked to Mom Dukes tonight. I was like, look, a blessed man leaves a legacy for his children's children. And I'm like, Mom, you gonna be a part of this. She was like, well, I don't know. I'm like, but I know. I was like, I'm giving myself permission to lead this family the way it's supposed to. I was like, so we this is it. And I said, and whoever's not on, not everybody's gonna make it. Everybody has to fight for their own salvation.
That's a fact.
And I was like, and I have the people around me, the community around me. She's like, but I don't know. I was like, that's why you have me, and that's why you have youth around you. So this is the fam. I'm already, we going on we having a family reunion. Like in 2 weeks, we going up to VA. I'm already got it in my head. It's a clarion call. It's a
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
It's a clarion call, and because of the energy that you all have, that you bring, family, you know what I'm saying? Like it was no doubt in my mind that this is where it's at. I just needed to be able to lock in, so I focus on nothing else. Like you know what I'm saying? So give Joy her props. She's my sister bestie for life. And then you real with it. Be like, you know what I'm saying? Like to just see you and it's not like, yeah, like just in person and just that energy you just down in the earth. It's like you my brother, you know what I'm saying? And I just am excited to continue on with the family and be able to take it to the next levels with the right plan and the right execution and the right just method, like just the cheat codes, just everything, man. So yeah, it's like, and yo, you know what I was telling them today? I was like, is today the day? It's the at the JO. It's today the what? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cause
Yes.
I'm just it's just that energy, you know what I'm saying? It's just really so I thank you, man. I thank you for being your genuine self. I thank your brothers, your family, everybody that's around you. That's we all family. And there's no other place I'd rather be, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't figured out, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, just really know it's meant for it's bigger than just the last name. It's the community, it's the kingdom, it's the empire that's being built out. And I just see it and I'm feeling it, I'm breathing it, I want it, ain't nothing else. So that's it. I'm gonna stop talking.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I need you to drop the fire emoji in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, bro. I'm excited. I know you got some cool things going on, so I'm glad we're gonna be able to jump on a call. We're gonna build and
Yes, sir.
let's pick up where we need to be. But I'm proud of both of you. Appreciate it. You already know what you need to do, y'all. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
go. Let's go. All right, y'all. It's a wrap. You ain't gotta go home. But you gotta do what? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get off the Zoom. You know what I mean? Nah, it's been a pleasure. Again, I want to thank everybody for just really giving us their time. And, no matter if you invested to take it to that next level or not, I'm grateful to even have the opportunity to have your ears over the last 3 days for myself and my brothers to put on this presentation for you. We really put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and energy into it. So we hope that we was able to deliver. And everybody has congratulations on the next side. Congratulations. And we're going to get y'all there. So look, we're going to do it the right way. I'm going to unmute everybody. And I need the energy to like literally just transform through this Zoom. I need the neighbors to be like, what the hell is going on over there? I need them to be banging the ceiling with the broomstick. Like, what is happening? That's the type of energy, the energy that we've been able to receive over these last 3 days. I want y'all to pour it and leave it all on the line. Can we do that? If we could do that, just type yes in the chat. If we could do that. Type yes in the chat if we could do that. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So those who need a breakout room to make multiple payments, raise your virtual hand before we go. Raise your virtual hand if you feel like you need multiple payments, and we're gonna move you around. Raise your virtual hand. So Edward, let's put Edward in the breakout room. We're gonna put you in the breakout room now, and then Sunshine gonna be over there with you. All right. Who else? Tashana, we're gonna move you to the breakout room. So accept, we're gonna move you to the breakout room. Everybody else, if you're not joining the breakout room, we're gonna close this thing up. We're gonna unmute, make some noise. But everybody else that's going in the breakout room, stay there, and my team is gonna get you taken care of. So just raise your virtual hand, we'll take care of you. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna unmute everybody. And I want y'all to make some noise. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, no no's in 2025.
Yeah, let's go.
2026, baby.
Congratulations.
Damn thing.
Run it up.
Hey, let's run it up.
No no's in
Congratulations,
2025,
guys.
baby.
Let's go.
The
Hey,
best
y'all.
moment.
Come on, family. Let's go.
Welcome home to the league. Let's
Let's
go.
No no's in 2025.
Let's go.
I was
That's it.
shaking the room
That's
since
it.
it was space in the room. They want me to cook. Look, while I'm making the food. They talking credit, need a sweep, start waving the broom. Research on your own, just don't listen to me. No emotional ties, just the business you need. Financial pandemic, infinite banking the cure. Put $1 million in the bank is only $250 insured. Just go and perform, I put my money on tour. I feel like Shakur, they hate when you walk through the door. You got that feeling, yeah, stepping up your business, yeah. Corner boy turn mailbox millionaire. American dream has turned into a nightmare. They using our people money, now we right here. Ahead of its time, yeah, I'm talking light years. No elevator, had to get there couple flight of stairs. You got insurance on your phone, insurance on your bike, got insurance on your whip, no insurance on your life. Taking back control and we gotta do it right. Said you wanna be the plug, then you gotta pay the price. Talking to the plug, then you make an investment. Mailbox millionaire banking is a secret weapon. The signal is strong, just gotta make the connection. But please don't miss it, what we witnessing truly a blessing. It's roots to the money, it don't make no exceptions. Wealth therapy, you ain't gotta pay for the session. The dealer understand what the customer practice. You got bad debt, homie, you hustling backwards. Interest on the wealth, this not